That was a very interesting Nintendo Direct PArtner Showcase, but more importantly, that entire Direct made me realize something very important and very interesting about the entire video game landscape, and I want to talk to you guys about that today. Hey guys, Nishquick here, and just like this intro and the title and the thumbnail says, yesterday's Nintendo Direct PArtner Showcases made me realize something. First of all, I do gotta say, I really enjoyed the show. I really actually enjoyed the show, and a lot of these partner showcases aren't really my cup of tea. There's a whole bunch of third-party games I don't really care about, but this one really hit all the boxes, and even compared to the February 2024 partner showcase we got, I really enjoyed this one. It was really up my alley. So let's talk about my observations and analysis, I guess, today. And if you enjoy Nintendo, JRPGs, and casual discussions like this, hit the like button, subscribe for more awesome Nintendo and JRPG content like this. Anyways, let's talk about this. So first of all, I want to talk about some of my favorite announcements at the Direct before I talk about anything else. The first game that really stood out to me was that game called Star Overdrive. It actually, hear me out when I say this, it kind of gave me Zelda and Sunset Overdrive vibes. Both of those games kind of mixed together to create this really cool vibe and really cool gameplay loop, which just looks like a lot of fun. My biggest reaction came when I saw HD, Estelle, and Josh in the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky First Chapter remake. I've heard so many rumors about this remake, and even some of the higher-ups at Falcom have straight up really hinted at it, so I'm very glad to finally see this, and with so many other friends and fellow content creators finally jump into Trails and Kiseki. So many other awesome JRPGs were present at this Direct, like finally getting a release date for the Suikoden 1 and 2 remasters, getting to see more of Dragon Quest III HD 2D, and getting a surprise announcement for an all-new, brand-new Atelier game, which looks amazing. Even though it's running a little rough on the Switch, it still looks great. I'm also very happy to see that Tales of Grace's F has been released from the delisting clutches of the PS3 store and is finally available as a remaster on the Nintendo Switch. And aside from JRPGs and RPGs in general, it was really awesome to see the Castlevania DS games come back and be available on the Nintendo Switch. So those are some of my highlights and some of the games that really stood out to me. You guys can see my reactions on my channel, but I want to talk about my observations now. Basically, I've noticed online, on YouTube, in many different communities, your average, general Nintendo fan wouldn't really like a Direct like this. Many people have responded to my tweets, and many people have been expressing this sentiment online that this Direct was not really that good and just kind of alright. And to me, that is just kind of insane. I'm like, there's so many great games here. But then I also realize a lot of those games are really up my alley and maybe not up the alley of anyone else. And I say general Nintendo fans because people who are really looking for your typical platformers like Mario, your adventure games like Zelda, your family-friendly games like Kirby, your social and cozy games like Animal Crossing, oftentimes view RPG-centric Directs and have a completely different opinion on it. It's a very interesting observation that I've noticed, and I've noticed it as even a pattern. A lot of general Nintendo fans don't enjoy RPG-focused Directs, and I'll give you an example, and I'll give you an inverse example as well. I remember in February 2022, that Direct was full of so many RPG announcements. There was Earthbound, there was Chrono Cross, there was Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, and of course the epic, amazing announcement of us finally getting to see Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But sprinkled in there were really general Nintendo announcements like Mario Strikers, Switch Sports, and Kirby and the Forgotten Land. But I still remember, looking back at that Direct, a lot of people were hoping for more, hoping to see the sequel to Breath of the Wild, hoping to see a new Mario game, hoping to see something along the lines of a new Mario Party or something Mario related. I remember a lot of people saying that. And even in other Directs, like that Direct later on that year in September, when there's a lot of farming sims, a lot of RPGs, people were wondering, where is our Mario game? Where is our Mario Kart game? Where is our Kirby? Where is our Animal Crossing? The general kind of Nintendo games that Nintendo fans look forward to, even though that Direct was still amazing and it had Pikmin 4 and Tears of the Kingdom. But I'll also give you an inverse example. Hear me out when I say this. Last year, in September 2023, we got a Direct full of a lot of Mario announcements. We had just got Mario RPG and Mario Wonder at the Direct before that in June. And in this September 2023 Direct, we got Princess Peach Showtime and Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. Honestly, you guys may or may not know this, I enjoy Mario, but I'm not the biggest, hugest Mario fan. Something like Unicorn Overlord actually appealed to me way more than something like Princess Peach Showtime or Mario vs. Donkey Kong, for example. Heck, I was at least hoping to see something like Fire Emblem 4 Genealogy of the Holy War at this Direct, but I was still disappointed. What is my point that I'm making here? What is this whole thing I'm rambling about? It's just an interesting observation that I've noticed, that a lot of general Nintendo fans, whenever there's a RPG-focused Direct, may not enjoy it that much. And it's almost as if when I finish the Direct, I can almost preemptively predict the opinions of the general consensus online, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, just anywhere in general. And that's the same thing for me. Me as an RPG fan within the RPG communities that I'm a part of, whenever a Nintendo Direct or just any presentation in general, whether it's a PlayStation State of Play or any kind of Nintendo Direct, if there aren't really good RPGs that stick out to me, that really catch my eye, then it may not be as big of a deal for me or may not be as exciting of an event for me. In the end, I don't even know what I'm trying to say with this. It's just an interesting pattern that I always see with these Directs time and time and time again. But what is great though is I've noticed throughout this Nintendo Switch generation, and especially since it's coming to a close, I'm looking back and noticing these Directs are a very great way for people like me and people like, I guess, the general Nintendo fan base to always try something new. Whether it's my friends who mostly play Mario games, I'm seeing them trying out games like Xenoblade Definitive Edition, Fire Emblem Three Houses, and even me. I didn't think that I would be buying the Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake, but it's sitting on my shelf and it's waiting to be played sometime this year. And that brings me back to this general discussion on the August Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase. It was very RPG focused, like I said, Trails in the Sky Remake, Suikoden 1 and 2, Tales of Graces, a new Atelier game. So many RPGs and specifically JRPGs that sometimes may be off-putting to some people. But I always encourage you guys, maybe try something new. I'm seeing so much positivity online of people actually being like, hey, it's finally time to get into the Trails series with this new Trails in the Sky remake. This is a very good opportunity to do that. Maybe try something new like that. Or maybe try older, more classic version of a Tales game if you have experience with Tales of Arise. Or if you enjoy classic, very politically enriched stories and games with a lot of lore and really good character development, maybe even look into Suikoden, which is something I'm eyeing quite a lot as well, because I've heard very, very good things about the Suikoden series from a lot of my friends. It's similar to me. Whenever I saw games like Splatoon, or Mario Wonder, or Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, I took a chance at them and I said, maybe this might be up my alley. And I'm not trying to say any of us are right or wrong when it comes to our opinions, because, like I just said, they are our opinions. I just often find it interesting how sometimes a direct can have very many amazing games, but because of our mindset, because of our tastes, and because of our expectations towards certain Switch games, those showcases may not appeal to us as much. Because looking at this direct, or any direct for that matter, in the entire Switch generation, I don't think you can call any of them actually bad directs. Well, I almost thought that the September 2023 one was kind of bad, but even that had its highlights, like Unicorn Overlord and Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. In the end, all of these shows have something to look forward to, and that's just the beauty of the Nintendo Switch library. There's so much there and so much to delve into. It's always great, and it's always fun to try something new, get out of your comfort zone, and maybe understand and look into a genre and a style that you may not be so familiar with or so in tune with. And I've been seeing that so much with so many of my friends, and I've been seeing it with myself as well, this entire generation. I do want to talk about one last thing before I close out, and that is revolving around Nintendo Switch 2. I often see the discussion surrounding these directs and these showcases to always tie back to Nintendo Switch 2. It's often like, this might be the last direct before the Switch 2. This might be the last general Nintendo Direct. This might be the last general Nintendo showcase before we get confirmation of a Nintendo Switch 2. I've been seeing that kind of discussion, and I've been seeing that kind of statement for literally the past year. I remember that discussion and that sentiment started all the way back last year, June 2023, post Tears of the Kingdom, pre-Super Mario Wonder. A lot of people were saying they're winding down, getting ready for the Switch 2, and we've gotten many, many, many Nintendo Directs since then, whether it's a general Nintendo Direct, a partner showcase, a mini partner showcase, or an indie world. We've gotten just a whole lot of stuff since then, and still no Switch 2. What is my point in saying this as well? Well, these Nintendo Directs, these showcases are fun, but I often feel like the discussion of what is yet to come and what we have no knowledge of right now currently kind of overshadows the conversation of what we're currently experiencing, what we just experienced. I'm recording this at 7 p.m., the direct was at 9 a.m., and I'm already seeing a lot of people saying, what does this mean for Switch 2? When is Switch 2 getting announced? And I also said, when I saw this announcement for the direct, I thought in my mind, hey, it's clearing up space for the Switch 2 announcement. But right now, all I can think of is how excited I am to play Trails in the Sky First Chapter, finally, in beautiful HD, with updated controls and graphics and combat and gameplay, and all the other awesome remasters and remakes that have been freed from the shackles of delisting and obscurity, and are finally on modern consoles like the Nintendo Switch. I'm very excited for the future. I'm very excited for Switch 2, but I'm also very thankful for what we currently have, whether it's our already existing Nintendo Switch library, whether it is the amazing memories we have from all these amazing Nintendo Directs and the games that are about to come out soon, and specifically the Nintendo Switch system that is still not even collecting dust, still with us right now. It's a testament to this 8-year-long cycle of Nintendo Switch hype, news, presentations, directs, showcases, and literally thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of games that we have to play. And the Switch isn't dying down. I was telling some of my friends that this direct had dates for games going up to mid-2025 and beyond. So the Switch is still going strong, and like I said, I'm excited for Switch 2, but I don't want us to forget what we currently already have. So I had this idea in my mind for this kind of video. It ended up being very rambly, and I hope I didn't lose track of what I was trying to say. I hope I still made a point with any of this silly rambling that I just did on this video. And if you guys feel the same way, if you guys feel similarly, if you guys feel any sort of way about this, if you guys vehemently disagree with me on this as well, let me know in the comments below. We'll casually talk about it. Let's be respectful about all this. And yeah, I just wanted to throw in a new kind of perspective into all this Nintendo and Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Direct discussion and news cycle and leaks and rumors. So let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Which announcement from the Nintendo Direct has gotten you the most excited? Yeah, what games are you looking forward to the most? Whether it's something we saw in this partner showcase, or is it something like Metroid Prime 4 Echoes of Wisdom we saw in the last Direct? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more Nintendo Switch and RPG content just like this. This is Nishquick, signing off. Have a great day. Go play some great games today, like the multitude of many RPGs on the Nintendo Switch. Maybe you'll find something new that you will enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Hey guys, this is Nishquick. Thank you so much for watching that video, and if you enjoyed it, check out these two videos on the left, and maybe subscribe if you haven't on your way out. And big shout out to all my channel members whose names you can see on the screen right now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.